dear God.
Mate, you need to move away from her.
Well, I don't know about you sickos, but that's the straw that broke this camel's back. I'm cancelling my Disney Plus subscription immediately. No, don't be stupid, Danny. You can't get rid of Disney Plus. Try explaining that to the kids. No more Lion Guard. But I can't have my kids watching any classic Disney anymore. Because it is, frankly, it's problematic. Racist, misogynist, all the ists. You don't want them getting any archetypical ideas about saving their father from the belly of the whale. Like in that damned Pinocchio. That's the gateway to Jordan Peterson, if ever I saw one. Which is a gateway to God knows what. They'll be tidying their bedroom before you know it. And we can't have that. I just wish there was a way I could show my kids the classic fairy tales, but retold for a sophisticated, civilised 2023 audience. I can't be showing the 1950 version of Cinderella to my kids. It's problematic. Everyone was a backwards bigot back in 1950. I need the fairy tales to be retold to the point where they're essentially an entirely new story, but that maintain the name of the original story. Because, well, just because. Well, butter my butt and call me a biscuit. HSBC, the Hong Kong and Shanghai Banking Corporation, they've only gone and read my mind.
Ace, where have you been? The boys and girls are here and they're waiting to hear the three tales about money.
Fairy Tales, read by Emma Raducanu, the tennis player, in association with HSBC, and her mascot is the tennis ball because she plays tennis.
Hello there, my name's Emma and this is Ace.
Yeah, but check out the props. We've got a cutout of a tennis ball with the HSBC logo, in case you forgot. A teddy bear wearing a t-shirt with the HSBC logo, in case you forgot. Who are they in partnership with again? On the wall behind Emma and Ace, there is a drawing done by a child. Smiley face, stars, some squiggly lines, and of course, the HSBC logo. And over here, another picture done by another child, or presumably the same child. It's a very similar picture. The face isn't so smiley this time. The HSBC logo, however, just as prominent. And here's some red and white bunting, presumably from the HSBC Christmas party, where one or two lady workers of the night may or may not have met an untimely end.
We have a fantastic story for you today. Now, the story may seem like one you know, but the characters in it are a little bit different.
They sure are.
Are you sitting comfortably?
Are you sitting comfortably? Thank goodness that all of the narrators of Listen with Mother are long dead and are not here to witness this corporate butchering of an emulation of their life's work. Though I do worry that Emma Raducanu might summon their spirits. This does feel very creepy, like a seance.
And are you bouncing comfortably, Ace? Let's begin. Cinderella lives with her two grumpy sisters.
That's right, Cinderella lives with her two grumpy sisters, not ugly sisters, because remember kids, objective beauty isn't real. And when HSBC very benevolently approve your loan application for your first living pod, age 35, you will come to realise that in the pod you have all that you need. A mattress, a TV screen, with a stable Wi-Fi connection. 2 whole meters of horizontal space, communal bathing and cooking facilities. But uh-oh, what's that? Some disaffected young hoodies have broken into the communal kitchen again. But that's not HSBC's fault. It's your local council. They're not providing enough ping pong tables. That's why the hoodies are so disaffected. Quick, they're trying to make off with your communal microwave. Set your faces to stun, guys.
Not only are they grumpy, they are lazy too. Cinderella spends all her time clearing up after her sisters, cooking for them, and washing and ironing their clothes.
Sounds like one of those awful trad wives I've been hearing so much about.
No matter how hard she works, nothing is ever good enough. To make matters worse, Cinderella's feet ache. She is on them all day, and with her toes crammed into uncomfortable, worn-out shoes, she can think about little else.
Here is where it starts to go off on a tangent a little bit about Cinderella's feet and shoes.
All day long, Cinderella dreams about comfortable shoes. But these are not any old shoes. They are the most stylish, most comfortable sports shoes ever worn. Every evening, when all the housework is finished, Cinderella works quietly in her room, drawing page after page of beautiful sports shoes. The grumpy sisters do not notice. They are too busy complaining and trying to impress the handsome prince.
Ah yes, look how grumpy they are.
Then, one day, an invitation to the royal ball arrives. The sisters are very excited, but none more so than Cinderella. Could this be her ticket out of here?
Oh, so she's just a gold-digging whore like the rest, I see. She thinks just because she's not as grumpy as her sisters that Prince Charming's gonna sweep her off her feet.
Cinderella looks down at her sore feet. How can I possibly dance in shoes like these, she sighs.
Twerking till 5 a.m. is exhausting as it is, she thought.
Looking longingly at the shoe designs on her table. Suddenly, Cinderella's fairy godmother appears.
Well, I've got to say I'm a little disappointed there, HSBC. We all know that fairy godmothers look a little bit more like this in 2023.
You shall go to the ball, Cinderella, she says, but you don't need to marry a prince to get away from all this. You have everything you need for success and happiness right inside of you. Now you come to mention it, says Cinderella. I have always wanted to design sports shoes. With a wave of her magic wand, the fairy godmother changes a pumpkin into a sewing machine,
Fucking hell.
the dishcloths into rolls of soft leather,
And a bag of flour into a kilo of heroin. To help her forget that her magic godmother, instead of letting her marry a prince, gave her a fucking sewing machine.
and a wooden spoon into a pair of sharp scissors.
To cut her wrists with, presumably.
Cinderella and her fairy godmother begin work on one of Cinderella's designs, and in no time they have made one of the most fabulous pairs of sports shoes imaginable. Later that evening, Cinderella arrives at the ball, proudly wearing her new shoes. They are admired by everyone. They are so springy, so bouncy, so stylish, and so comfortable that she flies around the dance floor. When the manager of Enchanted Forest Football Club sees her light-footed moves, he asks her to make football boots for his whole team.
Well, I sure hope her fairy godmother turned the rest of the inanimate objects in her house into Indonesian sweatshop workers, because that's quite a tall order, armed only with a sewing machine and a pair of scissors. Also, why is the manager of Enchanted Forest FC making that kind of executive decision? Must be some kind of renegade, like Brian Clough, former manager of Nottingham Forest. That must be what they were going for. He certainly is very progressive.
I'm a good socialist.
Was their goalkeeper a dwarf?
The boots work like magic, and the team wins every match of the season. Cinderella decides to open shops selling her footwear in every town and calls the shops Glass Slipper Sports.
Why? There was no glass slipper in the story. Is that a European Union flag behind you, Emma? That's a cheap shot. A real underarm serve there, Miss Raducanu.
She becomes world famous. Everyone wants a pair of her amazing shoes. Did you know you can make money out of your hobbies, Ace?
If you have a fairy godmother. And a maverick manager of an imaginary football club takes a shine to you.
Yep, that's right. Just look at Cinderella. She loved shoes, and now people pay her to make them. Do you have any hobbies? So good, Ace. If you keep practicing at your hobby, one day people might pay you to play a tune for them. Wouldn't that be a fun way to make money? You could buy a house. What would your dream house look like?
I know, it's going to be a tennis court or something, I bet.
Cozy.
So I hope you enjoyed HSBC's reimagining of a classic tale as much as I did. What a time to be alive, I guess. Like, share, subscribe. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.